Hello everyone. So in this video we will discuss problem number 46. So the question is, draw the projections of a circular plate of negligible thickness of 50 mm diameter resting on HP on a point A on the circumference with its plane inclined at 45 degrees to HP, and the top view of the diameter passing through the resting point makes an angle of 6 degrees with VP. Okay, this is the question that they have given. So here if we just go through this question, the type of lamina is a circular plate of negligible thickness. It means type of lamina is circular lamina. What is the size of the circle? The diameter he has given, so it is 50 mm diameter. Okay, so this is about the type of lamina and its size. So next is first position. So we will do the problem in three positions. The first position is the normal position. We need to identify in which plane the lamina is resting and how it is resting, whether it is resting on sides or corners, that we have to decide always. So here, since it is a circular lamina, it is a curved surface. So first we need to identify, we'll identify the resting plane. So it is resting on which plane? So it is resting on HP. Okay, so directly he has given the resting plane is HP. And how it is resting? So it is resting on a point A on the circumference. So what do we mean by that is, so this is the lamina that I'll consider. So it is a circular lamina. It is resting on HP. Okay. So now, I need to consider this, since it is a curved surface. I don't have the edges here. So what are the point that I take towards my left hand side? So this point we need to name it as A. So this is what he is telling. So this is the normal position. So first for this problem, so in the first position we will take the top view. Top view means we have to see this lamina from the top. So whenever you see this lamina from the top, so it looks like a circle. Okay. And since it is resting on HP, so what about its front view? Its front view falls on the XY line. So since it is resting on HP, its front view falls on the XY line. So and what will be the shape of the front view? The front view, it looks like a line, horizontal line. It is not a curve. Okay. So when you see this lamina from the front, okay. So when you see this lamina from the front, it looks like a horizontal line for me. So and that front view, that horizontal line, so it will get projected onto the XY line. So that is what I have written here. So top view is a circle and front view is a line, and it projects on the XY line. So this is the first question. So now we have understood. So now we'll go with the construction. Okay. So what we have to do is, first and foremost thing, I'll take the XY line. So after taking the XY line, I need to mark VP and HP. Okay. So this I need to mark. So VP will be above the XY line and HP will be below the XY line because it is my first quadrant. Okay. So after that, what I have done is, so I have taken any one simple starting point, and from with respect to that point on the XY line, so I have taken 90-degree line. Okay. So with respect to this 90-degree point, you draw one thin vertical line. So okay. So now, so after obtaining this vertical line, what we have done is, so with the help of the compass, so what is the diameter of the circle that he has given? So he has given it as 50 mm. He has given it as 50 mm. Okay. So now I'll take the radius. Radius will be half of the diameter. So I'll measure 25 mm with the help of the compass. So I'll choose any one point on this circumference of the circle. Sorry, on that vertical line. And I have drawn the circle of what diameter? So this is 50 mm diameter. If you measure this, so it will be equals to 50 mm. The diameter is 50 mm. Okay. So now what I need to do is, so this is about the top view. So what I'll do is, I'll divide this circle into 8 parts. So how to divide the circle into 8 parts? So the total angle of the circle is 360 degrees. So 360 by 8 is 45 degrees we will get. So for each and every 45 degrees we will draw one line. Okay. So I'm having the, how to do that is, I'm having the center point of the circle. First and foremost thing, with the help of this center point, already I'm having vertical line. With respect to this vertical line, what I'll do is, I'll place my protractor at the midpoint of the circle. Okay, along this vertical line. So now with this as zeros, I'll mark the lines for each and every 45 degree line. First 45 degrees I have marked one point. Next is 90 degrees. Next again, from this side I have taken 45 degrees. If you come from this side, it will be 135 degrees. So I have marked 3 points. Okay, with respect to these 3 points, so with this center point of the circle and this point, 45 degree point, I have extended the lines in such a way that the line should touch the circumference of the circle. You draw thin lines. So these are the partitions that I am doing for the circle. So now I'll get the horizontal diameter. So with respect to this 90-degree point, you draw a line, you will get the second line. Similarly with the third line, you draw one more line like this. Okay, so that I have done it already. Just for understanding purpose, I am repeating it again. Okay, so this is how we are dividing the circle into 8 parts. Okay, so now I'll go with the namings. This is the top view. So and I'll do the dimensioning for this. So I'll extend the circumference points. So with this extension lines, so I'll draw dimension line which will be perpendicular to that extension lines. So the diameter, this is the diameter symbol phi. Diameter is 50 that he has given. Okay, now I'll go with the namings. So namings I need to do it in the cyclic order. So in the question itself he has given that the resting point is A. Okay, so that resting point I should name it towards my left hand side. So this I call it as A. So since it is my top view, I should not put dashes. B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Totally 8 corners I'll get. Okay, this is about my front view. Sorry, top view. I'll take the front view now. So how to take the front view? You extend the projections from each and every corner. So why we have taken the 8 parts? So I'll explain that later. In the second position we will come to know that. Okay, so I am taking the projections from each and every corner. If I extend the projection line from D, it also passes through F. So here I'll get only one point, you extend the line. So now front view, so it falls on the XY line. So this is your front view. Okay, so now the front view namings. So I need to put dashes for this. So this point will be A dash. So what about this point? B dash of H dash, because H is nearer to the XY line. So here I am having C as well as G. So C dash of G dash, D dash of F dash, and finally I am having E dash. So which will act as a reference here? So point A will act as a reference. That should be your resting point. Okay, so this is the first position. So if we just observe this first position, so this is your top view and this will be your front view. Top view is a circle. Okay, so this top view is falling. So where do we get this top view? Top view falls on HP. So if I go to the second position, I should take the inclination with respect to HP. It is just like this. So I am having the lamina here like this. So in the top view it looks like a circle and in the front view it looks like a line. So with this as my resting point, point A, if I go to the second position, so I should take the inclination with respect to HP here, because in the top view it looks like a circle. I should take the inclination with respect to that particular plane where we will get the top view, that is HP here. So what is the inclination, the condition with respect to HP? So I have written it here in the second position. So it is visible as a circle in the top view in the first position. Hence we should take the condition with respect to HP. So what is the condition with respect to HP? Here he has told that its plane is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. What is the angle of inclination? 45 degrees. Inclination with respect to HP is 45 degrees. So what I should do here is, so this is the lamina. After going to the second position, I should incline this lamina with respect to HP at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay. So now what happens to its top view as well as front view? In this case we will see. So in the first position the front view was horizontal line. So if it is inclined to HP at an angle of 45 degrees, so whatever the horizontal line that was there, so the same length line, so that will get tilted to an angle of 45 degrees. That is about your front view. So in the first position your top view was a circle, but here you can observe the shadow of this. So if I take the top view of this particular circular lamina, so from the top, so the top view will changes to the ellipse. Okay, you can observe the shadow of this circle. So it looks like a ellipse for me. So you can observe the shadow below over there. Okay, it looks like an ellipse. So in order to draw this ellipse with smooth curve, it is a curved surface. So in the first position itself we have divided the circle into 8 parts. That is the reason why we are dividing the circle into 8 parts. Why? Because in order to draw this ellipse in the second position with the smooth curve, for that reason we have taken the circle into 8 parts. Otherwise we would have taken only 2 or 4 parts. That will be more than enough for me. But in order to draw the ellipse smoothly in the second position, we have divided the circle into 8 parts. Okay, in the first position itself. So now we will do the constructions here. So front view, remember front view is a line that is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees. What are the length that was there in the first position? The same length we need to take, and top view will get it as an ellipse. So let us do it now. Okay, so with this point A as my resting point, you choose any one point on the XY line. So you call this point as A dash. What is the angle of inclination? 45 degrees. Take your protractor, place it along your XY line at point A and mark one point that is at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, so with the help of the scale, you extend this with the help of thin line. Now make use of the compass. You obtain all the remaining points. First is, I'll take the extreme points, that is A dash to A dash. I have measured the distance from A dash to E dash. I'll place at A dash and I'll cut the arc. First arc I'll get. Next I'll take the distance from D dash of F dash to A dash. Place at A dash and you cut the arc. Next is C dash of G dash to A dash. So place at A dash. You can observe I'm taking all the dimensions with respect to A dash itself. So we need to place at A dash only, then you cut the arc. Place at A dash and you cut the arc like this. Okay. So finally we have got all the corners on that 45 degree line. So now you join this portion with the dark lines. So this much has to be dark. Okay. So what is the angle of inclination? Angle of inclination is 45 degrees. Right. So now the namings, you transfer all the namings here. This point will be B dash of H dash. So here I'll get it as C dash of G dash, D dash of F dash, and finally I'll get E dash. This is what my front view is in the second position. Now I'll go with the top view. So how to take the top view? You obtain the projections vertically first from each and every corner. So I am taking the projections from each and every corner. Now you go with the horizontal projections. So extend it to the required position. G dash is here. H and F. So if I draw the line, so I'll get the common line. H, F. So F dash is here. That much is sufficient for me. Next is here A to E. Take the line, extend it till E dash. Next is B dash of D dash. So extend the line until D. So finally C point we will get here. C to C dash. Okay. So this point will be A. Namings I will do first. This point is A. So B I will get here. C, D, E, F, G and H. So now I need to join them, all the corners, with the help of a smooth curve. The curve has to be very smooth. So this point is H. H we should get it below. H is here, so I should get H here. Only G is here. So now I will join them with the help of a smooth curve, and it should look like an ellipse, not like a leaf. Draw it properly. So this is what I'll get. So make with the help of the free hand. So you draw the ellipse, smooth curve. So this is how we will get. So this is the top view. when the lamina is inclined to HP at an angle of 45 degrees. If any extra lines are there, you erase it. Okay. So this completes the second position now. So now I need to go on to move to the third position. So what is the third position? Inclination to HP is done. Okay. Now I should take the inclination with respect to VP. So third position is condition with respect to VP, that is inclination he has given. So that is 6 degrees. So now let us see what is making an angle of 6 degrees with respect to VP. You can observe here the top view of the diameter passing through the resting point. Which is the resting point here? Point A. So you can observe. So A is the resting point. And which is the diameter passing through the resting point? AE. So AE is the diameter passing through resting point. Passing through resting point. Okay. But what type of diameter he is talking about? He is telling us to draw the top view. So top view means, so first position diameter, what are the diameter that is there? So that is the original diameter. Okay. So this is the original diameter length. But top view will get in the second position after inclination with respect to HP. This is the top view that I will get. Okay. So this diameter he is asking us to incline to VP at an angle of 60 degrees. So first what I will do is, I will mark one point and I will draw 60 degree. So with the help of the protractor, so place your protractor along the XY line at this point and you take 6 degrees first. Okay. So you draw the line between these 2 points like this. Okay. The angle of inclination with respect to VP is 60 degrees. What I need to place here? Top view. So top view is also, we can, so till now we have used the word appears. Instead of the word appears, he has given the top view. So top view or the appears, both words are one and the same. So we need to redraw the second position figure here, because you can observe here. So this is the position of the lamina that I am having in the second position. First position was normal. So original length of the diameter is this. So top view was a circle that I have drawn here, and front view it was a line. So that line is here. So when I go to the second position, I have tilted this lamina with respect to HP at an angle of 45 degrees. So front view line will get tilted to an angle of 45 degrees, and top view we have got it as an ellipse. Now, so with respect to this position, I need to move this lamina to the third position. Okay. So what is telling? The top view of the diameter passing through the resting point, means this is the resting point. So the diameter passing through this point is this. So this top view of this particular diameter, it means the second position diameter itself. So that should get tilted to an angle of 6 degrees. Here it is parallel with respect to VP. Slowly what I should do? I should rotate this lamina. When I rotate this lamina, automatically the ellipse, the shadow of this lamina that was ellipse, so that ellipse will get tilted to an angle of 6 degrees. So what I should do is, I need to bring this A and E point on this 60 degree line. Right. So what I should do now? I need to redraw the figure in such a way that the top view. So directly he is telling us to draw the top view here. So I'll take any one point, suitable point on this 6 degree line. So one point I call it as A point I'll get here, and this is the point E. So I'll not take any beta angle here, because so we need to redraw the second position figure, and he is also asking us to redraw the same top view itself, that is AE. So since there is, so even though there is variation of length, but he is asking us to redraw the second position figure itself, so hence we will not get any beta angle here. So I have written it here. So since the top view of the diameter is inclined to VP, hence it is not a locus problem, because top view will get it in the second position itself, and we need to redraw the second position figure itself. So hence redraw the second position top view figure directly on the 6 degree line. So that is what I am doing here, the redrawing of this figure. So 2 corners I have got, A as well as E. So I should obtain the remaining 6 corners. So among these 6 corners, I am having BH on the same single line. So GC on same single line, FD on same single line. So all these 3 vertical lines are intersecting somewhere on this AE line. I am having AE here already. Okay. So the intersection point I will call with numbers 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so I'll obtain all this 1, 2, 3 points in between A and E. So by making use of your compass, take the dimensions. Take the dimensions from 1 to A. So take this carefully. So 1 to A. Place at A, and you cut the arc to obtain which point? Point 1. Okay. Next you take the dimensions from 1 to 2. So you should take vertically with respect to this paper. So from where I have taken A to 2. Next you take A to 3. A to 3. So now I'll do the namings. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay. So now I need to draw vertical lines with respect to those 1, 2, 3 points. What I need to do? I need to take protractor. Place your protractor at point 1 along 60 degree line. 90 degree point. With respect to point 2 also, I need to take 90 degree point. And with respect to point 3 also, I need to take 90 degree point. Okay, so I'll draw 3 90 degree lines first. So that should pass through first 90 degree point and it should touch 1. Extend the lines. So this procedure will be easy in order to redraw so that it will satisfy all the conditions. So this is the second point I am taking. I am extending the lines like this. Next, with respect to point 3, I'll take the extensions like this. Okay. Now on these 3 vertical lines, I'll obtain the remaining corners. So I'll take the dimensions from 1 to H. Take the dimensions from 1 to H. So from where I have taken 1. Place at 1 and you cut the arc above. So the same dimensions will be there below as well. So this HF and BD are there on the same horizontal lines. So hence with the same dimensions I'll cut the arc with respect to point 3 also. Okay, now I'll take the another 2 corners, that is G as well as C. So the dimensions will be same. So place your compass at point 2 and you cut the arc on either sides on this line. Okay, so now this is how we have to obtain all the 8 corners. Now I'll do the naming. So this point is B, this point is C, D, E is there already, F, G and H. Again we need to join them so that we will get the ellipse. So join them with the help of smooth curves. So we need to obtain the smooth curve here. So and that should become your ellipse. So draw it properly. So this is what the ellipse will get. Okay. So extra lines, you erase them. Don't keep any extra lines. So let this 60 degree line be there. Okay. Now this completes the third position top view. So I'll obtain the final step, that is my front view here. Okay. First you go with the horizontal projections so that it will be easy for you. So take it parallelly from each and every point. Next is C dash of D dash, G dash. Next is D dash of F dash, and finally we are having, so these lines has to be parallel with respect to your XY lines. Please draw them parallelly like this. Now I'll go with the vertical projections. Extend the vertical projections to the required point from A to A dash like that. So these lines has to be vertical, exactly vertical. Okay. So A, next is B, B is the second line, this is B, and C is here, so C will get it the middle line, C. Next is D, so this D as well as E I am getting it on the same line like this, D and A. So where is D? D is here. Okay. Next this E. E is the topmost line. E and F. Where is F? F is the second line. G. G is the last line. And finally H. H we will get it on the same line itself. This point is H itself. Okay. So now I'll do the naming. So this point I call it as A dash because it is my front view. This point is B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash and H dash. So all the namings we should get it in the cyclic order. So now you join all these corners with the help of a smooth curve. So this is the final step of this problem. So that completes the front view in the third position. Okay, so now this completes the solution for problem number 46. So here we will not get any beta angle because the top view is inclined to VP at an angle of 6 degrees since he is talking about the top view. So I have redrawn this figure directly on this 6 degree line because so if he says about first position we would have taken it as a locus problem, but we need to redraw second position figure itself, and he is talking about the same figure itself. He is asking us to incline the same top view itself to an angle of 6 degrees with respect to VP. Hence it is not a beta angle problem. So that is the clarification that I need to give it very clearly. So this completes the solution for problem number 46. Thank you.